one of the spokespersons of the DMK went far to say that, look, for us, AIDMK is a political rival, but we consider BJP as an enemy. Has BJP taken a calculated risk, or it has shot itself in the foot? The quantum of punishment could be about 7 years.
DMK leader Senthil Balaji was granted a bail by the Supreme Court a week ago. He was accused in money laundering case. He is now back in Stalin's cabinet as a minister. What does this mean for the DMK, and how will this impact the party and Stalin's cabinet? Let's talk to Federal's editor-in-chief, Mr. Srinivasan, on this. Hello, sir.
Yeah, right.
Sir, Senthil Balaji has been reinstated in the cabinet, and he has been given the former portfolio what he was handling earlier before the arrest. What is the signal DMK wants to pass in this message?
The party wants to send a very strong signal that we are solidly behind Senthil Balaji. That's one strong signal they want to send. Second signal, they want to send it to BJP. They seem to be kind of suggesting that if you are trying to intimidate our ministers, or like the allegations is being made by India partners and other alliance partners of DMK, that the center is deliberately trying to target opposition leaders, and this is also one of those cases. And therefore, DMK is trying to paint as if it's a kind of a thing being wreaked on the state. I wouldn't say the word revenge, but the kind of attempt being made to intimidate the state by kind of holding him in jail, and they are opposing that. These are two signals. And the third one is DMK is also sending a very, very strong signal to its own cadres that, even if some such thing happens, we stand with our minister. And that will have an impact in the region where he has a considerable support, which is called Kongu region here, which is Western Tamil Nadu.
How will this help for the DMK in the upcoming 2026 elections? Will this be a setback because he was arrested in a cash for job scam and now he is back as a minister in the cabinet? So will this be a setback in the election for DMK, sir?
It will essentially depend on how the narrative is going to be set in the coming days. See, the elections are 2 years away. We are in 2024, the elections are somewhere due in 2026, but the preparations have begun in earnest. The narrative which BJP will try to send is something what they did earlier. Look, DMK is a corrupt party. You saw them in 2G case. Their minister Raja was, when he was the center of the part of the UPA, he was accused of being a corrupt person, and that did work that time. Now, that's the narrative which they will certainly build on again, saying that DMK is full of dishonest and corrupt politicians, and therefore the people of Tamil Nadu should reject them. That's a narrative BJP will constantly try to build, and that makes Senthil Balaji a very good target for them. But on the other hand, DMK will have to do a counter narrative saying, as I said earlier, that look, they are targeting us because we are opposed to them politically. Now, I heard yesterday one of the spokespersons of the DMK went far to say that, look, for us, AIDMK is a political rival, but we consider BJP as an enemy.
Okay.
Now, they consider them both as an ideological enemy and also someone who's targeting. I mean, that's the kind of a narrative which they want to send. Now, you asked another question that how will it impact on the ground? Now, the Western Tamil Nadu, which is called Kongu region, is very important for all the parties here. It's important for AIDMK, it is important for DMK.
Because that gives many number of MLAs to the assembly.
Yeah, so that's been the trend now. A large chunk of MLAs come from that state, from the region, and therefore it is important that they...
Any party, it matters. Kongu region matters.
Exactly, that they do better. And Senthil Balaji is a person from that region, and he has proven to be a very strong organizer, and is also very effective in converting supporters into taking them to polling booth. He has been very successful in the past. And that's the reason, actually, if you go back, he was a minister in Jayalalitha's regime between 2011 and 2016. And he was a transport minister in that regime when this actually allegation of corruption was made. And he is facing the corruption charges when he was in AIDMK regime, not in DMK regime. But in 2018, he switched and came to DMK. And he was
And he was received with open arms, and he was given the district secretary post immediately, and he contested the by-election, he won, and immediately in Karur he contested all the 4 consecutive elections, he won the constituencies.
So obviously you see the importance being attached to him because he's politically very significant, and both the parties feel that he can play a very crucial role there. And it becomes important for BJP also because the BJP Tamil Nadu chief, Annamalai, also hails from that region.
Oh yes.
So it adds further twist to the story. If you look at AIDMK chief, Edappadi, he's also from that region. So there is an intense battle for the region, and therefore for DMK, it's a matter of also political prestige. And actually, if you look at, well, now what has happened? He was in jail for 471 days, which is more than a year and 3 months, when the case was going on. So Balaji, despite being in jail, on the ground, if you go and visit Karur or the neighboring areas from where he belonged to, his support base hasn't eroded. In fact, people say that it has further strengthened in favor of him. So therefore, there is also a battle for that region, also a battle for the person who could lead DMK successfully in 2026.
Wow, this is a great revelation. I think we are reading between the lines of what is happening, what is unfolding. And so please help me to understand. Senthil Balaji was out on bail when he was not a minister. Now he has been reinstated in the cabinet. He is still facing the case. How unsafe it is for him for the ministership? Will he be, if at all he is arrested, the DMK will put up an ugly face, right, with him going to the jail again?
Exactly, very good question. Now, what happens now next is very important. Has BJP taken a calculated risk, or it has shot itself in the foot? Well, that's the question they have to answer, or that's what the answer we'll see in the coming days. Now, if you look at the bail charges, or the reasons or the grounds for granting bail, the court has clearly said that, look, it's been more than a year now. It's now nearly 15, 16 months now. He's been incarcerated and the trial hasn't even begun. And therefore, it is, fundamentally, he can't be held for such a long time. Though the threshold for bail for PMLA cases are far higher, even then he can't be held in a jail for such a long time. That's the ground on which they have released him. And therefore, they have said, they have also put conditions that, look, he should not be meeting the witnesses, or he should not be doing anything that may intimidate.
Not influencing.
Either he, when that's the charge against him, the bail was given. But what I feel is even the court would be a bit surprised that within 2 days he was brought back and made as a minister. Now, is it, why did the DMK do it? Didn't they calculate that this may go against it in case Balaji is arrested again? Because the court has also observed that prima facie the PMLA case charges are there against him. And the court has also said yesterday on September 30th, they've said that they have requested the High Court, the Supreme Court in a directive has told the High Court of Madras that, look, speed up the trial.
A separate judge to hear the
assistant judge to speed up, because there are more than 2,000 witnesses. And in this case, the argument is, I mean, even the judgment says, the quantum of punishment could be about 7 years. But then there is a feeling that if all these witnesses are examined, that itself may take 3 to 4 years. So I think considering all this, DMK has taken a calculated risk, but the risk is still there of his re-arrest because there is a petition now.
So can we compare the arrest and the granted bail, all this, how Arvind Kejriwal, he was also in the prison and he came out and he campaigned. Can we compare these two persons, how this works, the legal battle and their political career?
Exactly. There is slightly different this thing in the two cases. In the case of Arvind Kejriwal, the court hasn't still said prima facie if there is anything against him, because that has yet to be, the probe is still on. But in his case, it seems that there is a prima facie case and he has to face that. But still, Kejriwal chose to step down and make Atishi
As the chief minister.
and instead he has taken more of a political role. Perhaps he doesn't want to pursue that route anymore and doesn't want to face the risk, because Kejriwal knows that he is facing a very staunch opponent in BJP, and his presence outside is important to face the elections. Now, even in the case of Senthil Balaji, the effectiveness, whether he will be more effective behind the bars or effective in the field, is yet to be seen. Last time, perhaps there was a speculation that it would be better that he goes to jail, and that would help BJP. And that hasn't happened. You saw the results. Annamalai contested the parliament election and he lost from that area. So, Senthil Balaji still seems to be a powerful influence in the region, whether he is in jail or outside.
Okay. So how will BJP capitalize this particular case? Because they have to line up many allegations, right? Whenever they do a campaign, this will be a strong campaigning material for them. The case and how DMK backed him and how the brought him back in the cabinet. Will this help BJP to capitalize votes in the next election?
Obviously, BJP will make it a very strong case, try to make it a very strong case. They will rake up all their issues. You saw early signs of this. Yesterday, BJP leaders reacted, saying that, look, the Chief Minister is brazenly backing a corrupt person, and and then even PMK, Patali Makal Katchi, which is now in alliance with BJP, the leader also said, look, who are you glorifying? Should you be glorifying this person who's facing corruption charges? I mean, those kind of things are already being said. Obviously, besides dynast as one, that is a dynastic party being one, corruption charges are another reason which the party will continue to face. Obviously, on these two planks, BJP will try to take on DMK in the state.
Thank you, Federal viewers, for watching this video. Please like, comment and share our video and suggest what are the other videos which you are expecting from us. Thank you.